Hey all and welcome back for another HellfireComms Patreon Quick Look. Today we are checking out Darksiders free for the PlayStation 4. This is interesting because we've done a quick look of 1, we've done a quick look of 2, and I'm not entirely sure how this one is going to go because I don't think 3 was met with favourable reviews. I think it also may have had a bit of a difficult dev cycle, but we won't know until we try, I suppose, so let's go ahead and play the game. In the first game we played as War. Second game was Death, I believe, who I really enjoyed playing as. He was a lot of fun. And we're Fury in this one.
Yeah, Wikipedia says that this was regarded as mixed to average reception.
I'm going to stick with Classic, because that is the style I'm accustomed with, and I can press square after jumping to perform an air attack.
So this is like a kind of a character action game with a few puzzle-like elements of Zelda.
Why did the creator construct a universe teeming with imperfection, misery?
That's basically it. That's all Tanner has to say about this. He did not come to this quick look prepared.
No, I'm now interested in, oh, we're jumping right into universe stuff, huh?
In the beginning, there was God, and he made some rad shit.
He also made some not as cool stuff, but you know what? He got better over time.
It's very weird to describe God as like an artist or something, whose artwork got better over time.
A question for the sages. The one particular
I've dealt with Nephilim before in certain other games. They can be good or bad depending on the interpretation.
The nice thing is about, you know, taken from these historical religious symbolism stuff is you can play around with them as much as you want because we have no idea what they're meant to look like.
They were betrayed by 4 of their own.
So the 4 horsemen, I'm guessing? Yeah, War, Death, Fury, and Strife. Poor Pestilence. Like, he always gets left out.
Well, I think the 4 horsemen don't actually have like a set roster, if you will.
Oh my god.
That's just what we assumed them to be. They kind of change over time.
The way you described them there is like the Avengers. Like, one time Falcon's there, I guess Widow's in this one.
Bear witness.
Yeah, they come and go. Wait till we meet the East Coast 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
Fuck off. Sloth, I guess Wrath is in there.
Lust, don't forget Lust.
Bringer of worldwide fire.
You will be in the first game. Death, you're the second game.
You are anti-life. Well, we know where he stands on that, heyo.
Strife, you don't get a game. That embodies you to your core.
No, but he looks the coolest. He looks like Strider, kind of.
I guess so, yeah. He definitely has some sort of, like, scarf going on.
Finally, Fury, the girl.
Ugh, I can't believe they made Fury the girl. That's so sexist. Why is she more, like, bloodthirsty than War? I don't know, there's a little bit of conflicting natures there.
Maybe it has to do with, like, the idea that Fury implies anger, while War can imply hope, because there has to be an end to war?
War is just war, yeah, that's the thing. It doesn't really have any kind of emotion to it.
War is not an emotion.
Alright, so she seems to have a whip on the cover of the game, so maybe we God of War now, even more so than before?
Flame of creation anew.
I just hope it's one of those cool whips that then can, like, link together into a sword.
Oh, yeah.
What a dope weapon. I love that.
Although I would always be worrying about, like, the whip sword becoming undone and going back to whip form while I'm in the middle of a duel.
Dreams more thrilling than reality.
Got a bit of a Starfire look going on here.
You're right. And the non-drawn irises really remind me of, like, comic book sort of stuff.
Is it possible to die of boredom?
Yes, Horsey, I know you're there.
Rampage.
That looks like the next evolution of Zebstrika from Pokemon.
Pity they only went with Gen 1 for Alolan forms in Gen 7, but hey, that's Game Freak for you, I suppose.
The call?
Yes.
Finally.
Yes, it is time to fuck shit up!
Please, please, please tell me you're
She's so desperate to kill.
She's into this. There's no worry in her. She just wants to go.
What pathetic fate have you brought upon yourself, brother?
What time does this game take place then? I'm not entirely sure.
So from what I've heard, just from listening in on other podcasts and stuff, all 3 games take place simultaneously.
Oh.
So it's just their perspective of the same events. So this is the opening cutscene, I think, of Darksiders 1 here.
Okay. I kind of like that, actually. That's neat. Although I prefer all those stories in one game as opposed to selling it 3 times.
Yeah, you know, do like a Shovel Knight approach of just building off of the same... You know, the same thing. Even if it's DLC or something, but in the same package.
As we speak,
Well, actually, this does come. You can get this in a package with the whole series on PS4 there.
Oh, that's cool.
Horsemen are to ride.
while the Charred Council seeks to understand how and why the traitor war has committed this abominable act, there is a matter that requires...
Ooh, delicate attention. I'm gonna whip things until they die.
You should have called Strife. He's the delicate one.
See, this just makes me want to play Darksiders 4 now and play Strife.
I don't know if we're gonna get a Darksiders 4.
Yeah, it's not seeming likely right now.
After hearing how this game kind of... Yeah, you're right, there was a lot of trouble getting this game out. I remember when they first showed it off, they showed off a test room for it, pretty much. And it was like, people were like, ooh, this doesn't look so good. And it doesn't help that it's, well, being published by THQ Nordic, who are very, very naughty boys with some of their recent activity.
I can handle those fools in my sleep. But when this task
So, just looking at who the developers, their stuff here, they did Darksiders 2 Definitive Edition, not the original, and it really says something when you look at their games. This is Gunfire Games who worked on it. All of them on Wikipedia are red, without pages.
Oof.
And they're all VR games.
I mean, that's not usually indicative of, you know, bad quality, just being obscure, but in this case, you know, I'm willing to call a spade a spade.
You doubt my allegiance?
Please, be not cross. I am such an admirer. Scratch that. I'm a fan.
So it's interesting to see, I'm reading about the writer of this game. It's actually Man of Action Studios.
Huh.
So like the guys who did Ben 10, who did Ultimate Spider-Man, who did the new Mega Man show. That's really interesting. For them to be on this as the writer.
The things you mentioned got slowly less and less good over time.
No, okay, the Mega Man show's good. I've watched it. It's enjoyable.
Okay.
I will defend that one.
Fury, wait.
Please. I want to be in a game again.
Between us, search your heart.
Wait, is it Liam O'Brien as War? I forget.
Oh, yes it is.
Something is wrong with the universe.
What a good voice on him.
I am not weak! Ah, shut up, War. Jesus, so melodramatic.
Keep my words.
Let's see who's on this game here.
He just pans up to the fucking giant fire face. That's funny for some reason.
I do like that as the symbolism for the, you know, the leaders of hell, if you will.
Press square to execute an arcane counter move after a well-timed dodge. Okay. Hoop-a-doop-a-doo.
It's giving us all these tips and not any time to actually use them.
Yeah, I forget how long the time was between starting the game and playing the game in the first two, but it was fairly snappy, I can say that much.
Yeah, no, actually, I remember because I watched some footage of the first game, and it's pretty much you press go and you go. You're given a tutorial first of all, and then story after. Oh, here we go.
Alright, let's try this. Yeah, we can whip in the air. Circle does nothing. Triangle does nothing. We got a double jump. We have dash with R1. R2 currently does nothing. L2 recenters the camera. Can I do anything? Can I hold it? Like, duh. Yeah, there we go.
But the real question is, can you dash mid-combo to cancel?
Yep.
Yeah, that's where the good gameplay comes in.
You know what this reminds me of? Prince of Persia 3. Well, The Dark Prince sections, anyway.
No, for sure, because he had the cool whips back then. Back when it was being real edgy and real cool.
I'm not entirely sure if there is a lock-on here, but this is tutorial area, so I guess it'll tell me soon enough.
Fury.
Should also check to see if you have a move list also after, see if there's anything on there. A good character action game would.
That's a no, good sir. Motherfucker. Yeah, that's right. Fury, bitch. Ooh, hello. Barbs of Scorn. Oh!
Oh, it looks like... Oh, here we go, yeah!
Yeah,
That's
okay.
what we want.
Yeah. Rude Awakening. Neutral L3 plus R1 delay. Let's try this. I guess that's it. Let's try that again.
Yeah, that's cool. It looks like a type of dodge attack.
What else we got here? Killer Queen. Press and hold square. Square. I don't know if that was it. Whatever. It's all the same shit to me anyway.
They're just different combos. They're not like they're anything, you know, crazy cool. It's mostly just a different way of whipping your whip. You want that variety for your style combos.
Yeah. I'm good at this thing, apart from the bit where I suck shit.
Is there really no lock-on? That's a weird choice if that's what that's gonna be.
I'll have a look in a second. Oh, here we go.
Hey,
Yeah.
that looks like lock-on.
Yeah, L2. That's probably why I was having a little bit of trouble and whatnot. Well, the game looks fine so far. I like how there's like more green and whatnot. Kind of gives me a enslaved Odyssey to the West sort of thing.
Yeah, it's definitely a visual improvement over the last games, which I would hope, considering they were on the last generation of consoles.
Yeah. Ooh, look at this arena in here, Tanner.
I've seen many boss arenas in my time, and I think this be one itself.
Haven. A haven for what? Vermin?
Humans, mistress.
Can I use you as a stand? Otherwise, literally, what good are you?
It looks like there's a chain. Let's hope that we get some crazy, like, whipping them around combos.
I know not but what the council commands, mistress. The quest for the Seven begins here.
The 7 Chaos Emeralds? Really, what does that mean?
Probably the 7 Deadly Sins?
Envy.
Mine! Humans!
Looks like one of the dudes from the Dark Crystal.
Everything here! Mine! Move on, horsemen, or ye be mine too!
I think you may have been right about the 7 Deadly Sins. Envy here. Strangely enough, not greed, or, like, gluttony.
Humans think creation favors them. They are apes, crawling through dirt.
Good voice acting for this. I would have enjoyed Rita Repulsa's voice actress being this bird, but hey, this chick's doing a good job too.
I will take.
See if I can find who voices this one. Envy here is voiced by Misty Lee. Oh, it's the hippo from Agretzko.
Yes. Yeah, I can kind of hear it.
Oh, I don't want to.
The Agretzko dub is very good, by the way. I listened to the sub first and foremost, but the dub is well worth going back through and listening to.
Yeah, I jumped on dub right away just because Erica Mendez is on it.
Oh, come on, Tom. You gotta learn to dodge.
It's a good thing they gave you, like, a mage type first to show you the, you know, keeping away is good. You got pretty much an Estus flask on your special there, it seems.
It's been a hot minute since I've played Darksiders 2, so, again, forgive me if I am terrible, but, yeah, whatever.
I think he wants you to platform up to her.
Oh, I see. That makes sense. Doo-ba-doo. Doo-ba-doo. Can I get you from here? Yes, there we go.
Very nice.
I'm wise to all your tricks now, you hag.
She didn't get hit by the shockwaves 2 times, so maybe the 3rd one she will.
Yeah. I kind of wish she got some sort of witch time thing, or like Fury mode, you know, to rhyme with Fury Road, but I guess not. God, I'm terrible at dodging shockwaves. You can see why they're my eternal enemy now, can't you?
I don't know a single person who looks at a shockwave from a boss and says that is a well-designed boss.
Doesn't mean the boss is badly designed, it's just not exactly favourable, you know?
Or rather, a good designed attack. I feel like there's so many more interesting things you can do than just sending out a generic shockwave, you know?
Whee! Fun.
Ooh, a little bit of Castlevania.
Thankfully it does give me a reticle when the time is right. Bada bing. Yeah. That's the good shit.
Ooh, I like that. I like those numbers.
Damn. It's okay. I have Estus Flask. While I'm going, oh, that's why I don't like shockwaves.
Yeah, when the shockwave combos into itself.
Yeah. Well, that was a bit shitty on my part, but hey, they're dead now, so who cares?
Ooh, are they gonna each give us a special power?
That's mine!
Yeah.
So Tom, if you were a demon, and someone were to kill you, what weapon would they get from it?
Probably iron boots to weigh them down.
I did.
Yeah. Those could be useful, especially if you put them on and then do some cool capoeira kicks.
I was thinking more of me being a burden, but yours honestly sounds cooler.
I would probably be a shield with spikes on it.
Okay.
Kind of
This
throw it around
It's a
and
vessel.
do damage as well.
He protect, but he also attack.
it will make a fitting prison for the others once their physical forms have been broken.
Okay, so it's a quest with MacGuffins. I like this.
There is a sort of hum emanating from the talisman. That glow.
Will indicate when one of the 7 is nearby. I know.
I'm sorry, mistress. I just try to help you here. It's not very fun being a spirit or whatever the hell I am.
Mistress.
I don't really trust
I'm
this
beginning to
stand
enjoy
thing,
the
this
sound of
heartless
your
looking
voice,
thing. Looks like it kind of wants to get our goat, you know?
Talisman of Sin. Will guide you to deadly sins. The skull indicates the nearest sin. Okay. Lurcher crystals. Okay. Let's spend some then. Health. I don't know what this means. I have 0 attribute points, that's probably why.
Maybe you need to be at like a save point or something to do that.
Possibly. We won't know until we find out, Tanner.
If there even is a save point, we haven't seen one yet.
Not particularly, no. Dum-de-dum. What's that 200 skulls thing?
Probably, I would guess, your currency. When we come across a witty shopkeeper who's like, "You got some skulls to sell," and then we give it to him, and he's witty, and we don't fight him.
Yeah, I really can't upgrade anything right now.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll teach us eventually.
Very calm to say I just took out one of the physical embodiments of a sin.
Yeah, no, those guys you'd think would be a bit more powerful. And a bit less easy to find.
Locating the other deadly sins will prove a challenge.
Finding envy was easy enough.
That was a gift. One I would not count on receiving twice. Envy was also by
Not sure how I feel about walking sections in character action games.
If they're infrequent, I'm fine with them, but like playing Bayonetta 2 again, and like when you get to the sections where you have to walk slowly with Loki talking to you, it's like, oh no, please, just let me go, please.
Yeah. Hopefully 3 learns from that sort of thing. I should really play Bayonetta 2 again. I haven't completed it, but I should like play it from the start and like, I don't know, put it on like a harder difficulty, because normal or whatever is just too easy.
Yeah, they definitely made it a bit more accessible by making the default difficulty be like an easier one from the last game.
Just in case you're wondering, no, I cannot dash during this point.
I know, you gotta talk to your again, stand demon thing. What's this thing called? I just looked at its name. It's,
I'm so glad I caught onto that, because I was like halfway through, and then the reticle didn't appear, and I was getting a little bit worried.
I knew that
our little stand thing is called the Watcher.
Interesting. I don't feel the combat is as satisfying as the other games. That's not to say I'm excusing like me not being very good at it, but I feel like, I don't know, you did more damage and enemies like went down quicker and didn't have as much chance to kind of retaliate, so to speak. And that's not to say I want like, you know, the game to be easy, but when enemies just come in and twat you in the middle of a combo, it feels a little bit unsatisfying. Like stagger. Stagger is the thing I'm talking about here.
No, and I think it does kind of have to do with the weapon choice too, because, you know, with your whip there, the range of it feels a lot less clear. You know, you don't exactly know how far it goes. With a sword, you see it. It's a moving hitbox, right? But the whip kind of jiggles around and makes it a bit difficult, so, you know, you might be doing combos way closer than you need to be, and you'll never know.
Yeah, that's a very, very valid point, Tanner. You make valid points. You are valid.
Thanks. If only I can let other people see that.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable.
That's okay. We all need a little bit of uncomfort in our life.
Yeah, you can't just be like all positive and whatnot every single day. You gotta experience negativity. Otherwise you'll never learn to appreciate the positivity.
Yeah, you gotta get a few medium lurchers, you know, every now and then.
Yeah. That's silly, Tanner. You're a silly boy.
So, how much did you play of Darksiders 1 and 2 there?
We played a good half an hour to an hour at least.
Okay, did it like open up into an open world right away? Or did it do more of a, you know, linear sort of path?
Number 1 didn't. Number 2 started to do so when we were just coming to a close, so...
Interesting. So I'm just looking here and it's like, yeah, now you just go, kind of.
Kind of neat. I sort of dig that aspect of it, yeah. Oh, interesting. They're like this guy. Oh, this is very bad. Get up there.
You might want to use your Estus there.
I don't think it's allowing me to. I'm pressing up and it's not letting me.
You can press left and right to switch to your other one.
And I'm dead.
Oof. Let's see how death is treated in this world of death.
Oh, not a fan of these load times.
Yeah, well, that's one of the problems with this generation of consoles. Man, some games they really need to work on that, I feel, for the next generation. Let's just keep the graphics the same, but bump up them load times.
Right, I'll try and take an optimal path now.
So it definitely looks like we kept our upgrades and stuff. We got our radar at the top. We just lost our skull money, it seems. Oh, there is a dodge mechanic. So it says if you press square after you do a perfect dodge there, you get an arcane counter.
I'm just not very good at timing in action games, what can I say? Although, I gotta say, I am playing through DMC5 right now and actually doing pretty decent, even if I am on human, so yeah, the difference between the quality in games is kind of staggering.
Well, one thing about like Devil May Cry and even Bayonetta there is the enemies have really good tells for when they're going to attack, and that's a very important thing for a character action game where, you know, it's not just you have to get hit once to learn how they hit you. You need to actually like let the player learn how to dodge them first.
They're just like sitting there having a smoke, waiting for me to respawn.
I've always find sections where you crawl down in holes in games very silly, because they don't show you the character doing it, because it would look so ridiculous if they actually did. Like this goddess of fury is crawling. You know, on her hands and knees through a tiny hole.
There we go. We did better this time. That's how video games work.
Verse cleared.
Wonder when they are going to show more of Bayonetta 3. Do you think it will be a 2019 game, or does it strike you more as 2020?
Probably more 2020. I think they're going to put their effort in. Well, because Platinum is working on so many things right now. They have Astral Chain. They have the one they're doing with Square Enix. They have 2 mobile games. They have, like, they did work on Grand Blue Fantasy, but no longer that one. They finished their work on the gameplay and sent it back to Cygames. But it's like, they're doing a lot. So I think they'll probably focus on Astral Chain first.
I'm just checking to make sure. Like, let's see. No, I really cannot do anything here. I'm pressing buttons, as one would expect. Nada. Nothing there. Nothing there.
That looks like a place we'll need to come when we get more collect. Oh, hey, big boy.
I think I remember these guys. Yeah, the slam guys. Jesus.
He does some big damage.
He does. I guess this is practice for perfect dodges and whatnot.
Because he has big wind-ups to show you when to do it, and his hands glow.
Yeah. Booyah. Maybe terrible at regular mobs, but hey, big slammy guys I can do no problem. Doop-a-doo. Oh, hello.
Just chilling out in the in a cupboard, as you do in the apocalypse.
Okay.
The Unreal load-in. You went too fast. He was meant to hold you back for the game to load.
Welcome to Haven.
Impressive. But is it just me, or is it out of space here?
Oh. Okay. Not meant to jump down there, I guess.
That took a lot of life for you. Normally
my
in these
God.
games, falling down does not. That took half your life bar for jumping off.
Okay, you have to hold the button. That's why I died before.
Ah, okay, I see. That's weird. Normally in character action games, like, they'll just put you back up with, like, a small bit of it taken away, but for half your life bar... I mean, I guess it's better than dying, but...
I don't know. Just a weird quirk, I suppose.
Well, they really don't want you to fall off stuff. Hopefully it's not going to put you in sections where it's, like, better platform around.
Knowing Darksiders, it might, honestly.
Aren't we making a mighty ruckus?
It's that guy from the previous games.
Who announces his ambush?
Oh, he's a recurring character?
It was not my intention.
He was originally voiced by Mark Hamill, I believe. I'm not sure if he is so here.
Well, such a passionate little thing, aren't we?
His name is Vulgrim, and he's now voiced by Phil Lamar.
Oh, that was the case in number 2, I believe.
I am here in the name of blind
Must be hard replacing Mark Hamill.
Well, not very hard for the financial department, I would wager.
No, but, to live up to his shoes.
To live up to his shoes, Tanner?
And
I
whose
combined
souls do you
phrases.
trade?
Angel, demon, or even human. All souls have value to me.
Okay, this is where we can start to upgrade, I believe.
Yeah, because he must be the, quirky shopkeeper I was literally telling you about.
Depends. What are your needs?
So I guess we'll upgrade here, and then we'll stop, because I've actually kind of had enough of Darksiders right now, honestly.
So has the whole gaming community.
Oh, that's sort of sad, because they had a good thing going there for a while. I won't call them stellar games or anything, but 1 and 2 were very fun.
And it is nice to occasionally get like a true new IP, but I look at this and I'm like, man, you know what I want? I want a Castlevania game in this style.
Well, there already is one, you know what I mean?
There is, but it's about as good as this.
Alright, let's see, what can we do here? Oh my god.
He reminds me of the shopkeeper from Star Fox there.
You're welcome. No, that's too low. Goodbye.
Take your time.
Let's see here. Wrath Shard. Replenishes Wrath. Whatever the hell that is.
Okay, so those are your consumables, it looks like.
Echo Mark. Holding this token, shatter to refund all of Fury's attribute points. Oh, okay.
Oh, it's a respec, okay.
That's cool.
As you wish. This will be fun.
Yeah, just have the souls, you greedy glutton. There you go. Level up. +1 attribute point. Ooh, don't, like, shell them out or anything, Jesus.
What is the Serpent Holes button?
Ah, I see.
To ask, please.
Ah, it is a warp.
Oh, teleports.
As you wish.
Alright, well, you know what? I'm gonna put that into health.
That's a good idea.
The first of many. Well, that was Darksiders 3, guys. I don't know if I came into this with, high expectations, but, it's fine for what it is, but, you know, like Tanner said, there's, a thing with the whip that doesn't really indicate how close you are to enemies, which can get a little bit annoying. I guess that's why they have the perfect dodge function, which, it's a bit of a spike in, technical stuff for me, so, you know, you can take that as you will. Here's everyone who's currently playing, just so I can ramble while that happens. Frame rate wise, it's very uneven, and even stuttered in certain points, which I thought was a bit odd, because there wasn't really much happening. Graphically, it's decent. I don't know if I would say it's better than 1 and 2, but, I don't know, Fury seems like an interesting character, and I do like that we're going after the 7 deadly sins, that's neat, but, I don't know if I could recommend this compared to 1 and 2. If anything, if you got the collection, you'd have 3 anyway, so you'd have no choice but to have it there. So, vote with your wallet, I suppose. What do you think, Tanner?
I think, yeah, stick with 1 and 2 for now, and if you're a die-hard fan, you can finish the fight with 3, but for the most part, stick with the ones that are tried and true. Don't jump ahead.
Alright guys, that'll do us for now. If you want your own quick look, you can check the site, patreon.com/HellfireComms, and if you want to splash out a bit, the top tier, above the quick look tier, also lets you get like an hour 15 of TV comms on programs of your choice. So, hey, if you want to support us, that's the best and the most lucrative way for us for you to do so. See you next time for another Patreon quick look. Bye bye.
Ciao.